What we said, that first you become intensely aware of the sense organ of the sight, touch, sound, speech during the meditation. You are holding the bead, so the touch, you are looking at it, looking at the bead, it is the sight. So sight, it is like, the mind is somewhere deep inside. One ray of the sight, a second ray of the touch, third ray of the hearing, fourth ray of the tongue. So the four senses are active. After that, the three senses are active. After that, the two, and then the one, and we leave one. So what exactly happens? The mind, because of its impressions, we have done 4 rounds, mind plays with itself. So when mind plays with itself, it rises in awareness. So when it rises in awareness, other thoughts, even if they are there, they don't play any role, they don't disturb you. You feel as if these thoughts are too far from you. So when you feel these thoughts are too far from you, you are taking over the mind. You are changing the default mind to discerning mind. And if you are moving away from the default mind, that means the thought seems too far away from you. When the default mind takes over you, you feel I'm attached to a particular thought and the object present in the thought. For example, the mind says, she's cute and beautiful. Really? Is it a thought? This is a thought. She is cute and beautiful. So this is a thought about the girl, and it puts an adjective, cute and beautiful, and then the discerning mind says, I'm not the thought. Let it be cute and beautiful. What happens? You are already detached.
Yeah.
But when the same she is cute and beautiful projection has taken place, attachment is already there, then I have my impulsive nature messes up with the mind, and it causes what is known as attachment or projection. So once we have an attachment and projection, it is like the TV screen and the horror movie has become one. TV screen does not change even whether you see horror movie, whether you see romantic movie, whether you see sci-fi movie, any movie, whether you see any plot in the movie, whether you see actor and actresses in the movie, but the TV screen does not change. So the discerning mind, the fifth step, when you say Om Shanti, now you clearly see the space, and then you see Om Shanti. You see, even though Om Shanti is a thought that is separate from the space, you have found the higher level of awareness. You are already into the state of mindfulness. That is what is known as what we say, how we understand this traditional way of understanding, the seer and the seen, knower and the known. Witness consciousness. There are many words. Another term of the mindfulness is a witness consciousness. The word is used, specific Pali word is used as a vipassana. Come back to the default mind and a discerning mind. Default mind and the discerning. Default mind setting refers to the unconscious, anxious patterns that dominate daily life when you neglect the journey of Eastern wisdom. You don't know. Is there any state of the mind? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I get into anxiety. Then I'm into anxiety. But the mindfulness plays a role. It says, I'm into anxiety. No, it is a thought. It is I am into anxiety. This is a thought. And the feeling is anxiety. I am neither this thought. I am not this anxiety. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not my thought. All thoughts, feeling, and experiences takes place in the mind. And when I'm not the mind, what are the contents of the mind is not me. Intellectually looks very good, beautiful. But once we do not experience, the default mind takes over the intellect. Just after intellectual understanding. That is why we say consistent, regular practice without fail. Observing daily life. How many times I have been into anxiety? Oh, I missed it. I missed the thought, and thought messed up with me. Thought claimed that I'm into anxiety, hence I suffer.
Do you actually, like, you ask me that every time we meet, do you actually want me counting every time I'm in anxiety and then reporting back to you? We've never really talked about that.
Yes. Any form of anxiety, frustration, pain, I have to, not only I have to remind every day before going to sleep, but then I rehearse. Let me look back and recreate the scene and then reflect on it. What is the point? Where I got attached and where is the projection? Where is the delusion? You reflect. You ask the question. Why the hell mind you got into anxiety? Is there any need? Is there any benefit? Oh no, I got, and then you will recognize, oh, I was attached. So that is why I said, how many times you were into anxiety in the last week every day? Yes, count. Not only count, but you revisit. So when you revisit, you will remember and you reflect on it. When you reflect, you have separated the default mind from the discerning mind. And then you had a sound sleep. It has created an impression. The next day you wake up. Now in the same situation, your anxiety is not there. You are totally free from it. That is another sign of the progress. That is why I asked you this question. Remember, the 3 steps are very important. Listening and learning, contemplation and reflection, practice, and then I experience, and then I apply the wisdom during the daily life. When I apply it, I miss some time, I go into anxiety, then I check how many times I was upset. Now think of a scenario where for about a week, whole week, there are no moments, events, situations of anxiety, fear, duality, conflict. Can you imagine the state for a week? For a week, and then for 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then 6 months, then a year. What is that state? Is that state a state of awakening? We will talk about it. Just think of, imagine. Is it possible? Answer is yes. If it is possible in 1 hour of meditation, then it is possible for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 24
Yeah.
hours. And it's a matter of discerning mind versus the default mind. Default mind, you can say I maker or ego, false ego. Think of it. Ah, the whole day I look at my whole day and I say, what? And then people come to me and they say, I have a lot of frustration and anxiety. One woman, 70 years old, I told you I asked the same question, you remember, that how many years you lived 70 years of the life and how many times you repeated the same anxiety and the stress. You entered into the conflict with not one person, with many persons, including your honey. 10,000 times. So you don't know Eastern wisdom, so you say, that is what, I have to manage it.
Yeah.
Why have to manage it? Because people are bad. That's why I reacted. No. Problem is inside me. Problem is inside me. It is not the people outside. There is no people-centric stress in you. There is no situational unhappiness in you. There is no event fear in you. The fear, anxiety is internal. Situation, people, relationship are outside.
Yeah.
We don't understand. So because of our ego, we start blaming others. Enough is enough. Now I'm divorced. Divorce. But ask yourself, after divorce, will you be happy? Huh? So you are finding a situation of a divorce that will make you happy. So why you got married? I got married to be happy. So it means both the situation, marriage and the divorce, both situation cannot provide you happiness. Why don't you think of that? That is the discerning mind. Discerning mind begins thinking, reflecting. Oh, there is no need. There is no use. Let me drop it. I gave you the Socrates story of his wife and his one of his students. Get married because you are asking me whether I should marry or not. It means you already have an intention of marriage. You may have a feeling of some sexual feeling, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going into detail. So that is why Socrates said, get married. So if your wife follows this wisdom, your worldly life will be happy, and you are already a master. So your spiritual life, you are already living into that happiness. But if, now you see the adverse, you don't perceive the outer situation as favorable or unfavorable. You perceive the outer situation as an opportunity. So Socrates said to his student, my friend, my son, if you find your would-be wife would like my wife, you get another opportunity to check all these principles whether they really work or not. I worked on these principles. You are still happy. I told you a couple of times, one of my school friend went to from India, he went to some country and he got an engineering degree. He started working, then he went to Europe, returned back, and we were walking in our 20s. And he said, I have 32 criteria to select a girl to get married. Do you remember I told you?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know, have you told me this before?
Yeah. So after a few weeks, he found a girl somewhere in Europe. I don't want to name that country. 30 criterias are met. He introduced me to the girl, and it's a casual, yes, she's fine, happy, yes, very good, very sober, very soft, gentle, very good. They got married. It's a huge party, 200 people joined, and then they are planning to leave India for that country. They went there. After a week, that girl took away all the money, all the jewelries. In Indian marriage, we have lot of exchange of golden jewelries. So she took away all the money and the jewelries, and he was thrown back to India again. He went into depression. It took me 2 years to take care of him. But I used to joke around him, you know why you failed? Out of the 32, two criteria were not met. 30 were met. Default mind wants to know how good you are. I have to check it.
Yeah.
It does not check how crazy I am. Am I giving you the message to you?
Yeah.
With those 3 events you have had in your life, you did not check it.
No.
What is going on inside? You checked. Outside, everything is rosy, beautiful, full of. So, whenever he talks to me, even now, I said only two criterias are not met. Anyhow, he got remarried and he had the kids. They are all settled like me. So that's a different thing. So that is the story of default mind and the discerning mind, from where we started our discussion, that the very first, foremost understanding, recognition, and a conscious experience of seer in the seen, knower in the known, should take place in the mind. That is the discerning mind, and then you can succeed in any meditation, and then awakening is not too far. You have to, that is very important. That is why I told you a couple of times we have Mangala Charan practice every day in the morning. I wake up and then I sit in lotus pose and I say, mind, what's up? May there be happiness for all. May there be peace for all. Why? I don't want my mind should start blaming, complaining, reacting to any situation, people, event, relationship, past memory at all. Why? Discerning mind. Why discerning mind? I can clearly perceive, knower in the known, seer in the seen. Why? Why? We live in a constant awareness that this world is an opportunity to check whether I live into that higher state. The world is constantly changing. Situation, people, relationship, things, events, it is going to change.
Yeah.
But there is something that is intact, like a TV screen that does not change. Just think that your real self is like a TV screen. You are born, so you see the kids' movies, Cartoon Network, and then you see romantic movies, then you see the professional movies, you became a businessman, then you got married, then you see other marriage movies, what are the problems and challenges, then you see horror movies, then this is the movie and the life continues.
Yeah.
But because you are none of them, you are the TV screen. That is the pure consciousness, is the way of the Eastern wisdom that it helps you to live into that